Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. UFC 329 is around the corner. We're going to be breaking it down today, but as you might, if you do follow this channel, you will notice that we're in a different room today. We are in the podcast room. Tom Aspinall in the game is out. Make sure you check it out now. And I'm here with my mate who's on the podcast with me. Charlie Moose is in the building, so he's going to be asking me the questions today. We're going to be talking about the fights. Return of Conor McGregor is on the card, which we're excited about. And let's get into it.
Right, mate, I know how much you love the smaller weights, and we're going to go Lonnie Cavagnier and Brandon Royval. Let's start with that one, flyweight. Obviously, we got the chance to see Brandon.
Yeah.
What are we thinking there?
I like his style, Brandon's. He proper brings it. He really, really does go for it. I think Lonnie, in my opinion, is on really, really good form now. His last fight, he fought Brandon Moreno. First main event, I believe. Big win for him. Looks great. He's younger, he's fresher. He's fighting a veteran, to be fair, in Royval, but I just think that Lonnie's a little bit too sharp for him. Now, I think that his striking, the way he judges distance, is a tall flyweight as well. He just controls the distance really well. He's smart as well. He doesn't overexert himself. He doesn't put himself in dangerous positions too much, and I think he should control the fight pretty comfortably.
For someone like Lonnie, who obviously is trying to sort of make his mark and he needs the win more than anything, does he just have to be careful in that situation? Obviously, when you were kind of going through the ranks of the UFC, you want the win, but at the same time, do you want to try and get that KO, or do you want to just, right, I'm going to sort of be smart here and try and get this on decision like you did against Moreno?
Mate, it's a lot harder to knock guys out when you're 57 kilos or whatever they weigh when they fight. Well, they could be a little bit heavier when they fight, but I think he just needs to be smart. Just do what he did in his last fight. Just pick him off, stay out of danger, use his brain a little bit. Do not get dragged into a scrap with Royval, because that guy can seriously scrap. Just keep him on the end of the jab, keep the uppercuts coming. He throws beautiful long uppercuts and hooks, beautiful low kicks, and just play it smart. Do not overexert yourself, try and finish him. Do the right thing, use the IQ, and keep him at bay. Tom's verdict. I'm going Lonnie by decision.
Sandhagen Bautista, mate. Obviously, Sandhagen got the title fight, didn't succeed, wants to probably sort of make amends to this. How do we see this one going?
I think this is an important fight for Sandhagen. Sandhagen's like really, really good technically. He's got that long, kind of lanky style for the weight. He's a slim, lean guy, but he moves so, like his footwork is absolutely unreal. Like you say, he had the title fight. Didn't go very well for him at all. But, you learn from them kind of fights. I think that he should be able to stay on the outside, pick him off, use his length. If Bautista rushes in, he might be able to take him down, get some top control a little bit. But again, he's got to like be really smart with it. He needs to avoid the damage against Bautista, because Bautista's a bit of a scrapper. I think that if he uses his brain, picks him off, uses the foot, like he uses footwork so well, and gets the explosive movements off the back foot, which he does really well. We've seen him do it against Frankie Edgar years ago, where he's going backwards and then he just explodes forward, like with flying knees and spinning kicks and all the rest of it. I think that I would favour more towards Corey Sandhagen in this fight.
Does he just go for ground game and sort of play it that way, or?
I think he's going to pick him off and move. I think he's going to move really nicely. He's going to control the cage. He fights a lot off the back foot, but he's explosive off the back foot as well, which is pretty rare for someone of that weight. So I think as long as he uses his movement, uses his brain, uses his explosivity well, that's a long word, uses his explosivity really well, he should be pretty comfortable and get the win. Tom's verdict. We're going to go Corey Sandhagen by decision.
Mate, I am absolutely fascinated by this one. Obviously, Paddy, someone close to you, but at the same time, it is a massive fight for him, obviously, after that loss to Justin Gaethje against BSD, who, of course, you never know what BSD we're going to get. How do we see this one going?
I think this is a really tough fight for Paddy, but because obviously we know Paddy, we know that he's going to believe in himself. And I don't think the last loss, especially, like, he'll have got confidence by watching what Gaethje did to Ilia Topuria, in my opinion. His loss almost looks like a win now because he looks so good against Gaethje. Fair enough, he took a beating, but he survived a beating and he still won rounds against Gaethje. And Gaethje did so well in his title fight, shocked everybody, won the title. I think that if Paddy believes in himself, which I've no doubt that he will, he can definitely get the win. We've seen some discrepancies in BSD's grappling. A lot of the time, he does like top control. He's heavy with the ground and pound. He's got really, really heavy punches, which he definitely does have the potential to knock Paddy out, which I'm a little bit worried about because BSD's a heavy, heavy striker and he puts the forward pressure on and goes for it. And Paddy likes to engage in a scrap a little bit too much, I think, sometimes. And where is he going to be after his last fight? Because he didn't fight too long ago and he took a lot of punishment in it. So where is the old brain and chin going to be at after taking all that punishment? That's going to be the tough thing in this fight. But I really believe in Paddy. I think that Paddy, if the fight goes to the ground, which I think BSD will be looking for the takedown, I think that Paddy can get on his back and finish him. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Paddy doesn't let his ego take over and get into a scrap with BSD, because in my opinion, BSD is one of the best scrappers in the UFC. Like, he loves a brawl, he gets involved in it, he embraces it, he goes for it, and I wouldn't want to see Paddy in another crazy scrap like he's just had. So I'd like to see Paddy use his grappling, tie him up a little bit, tire him out, and choke him out, I think.
For us fans trying to understand it, obviously, when we spoke about the Justin Gaethje fight, we were expecting Paddy to take him to the ground, be an easy fight for him, let's be honest. And we said Gaethje was sort of done. He's obviously gone to prove that he's
proved us wrong.
Definitely not done. How to a professional, how do you dictate that in a fight where you're like, right, I'm gonna use my ground game. This is where I'm gonna go for. And it's interesting because you said BSD is going to try for the takedown as well, but surely BSD is going to look at that Gaethje fight and be going, actually, I'm gonna go for a scrap.
Yeah, I think though that Paddy's striking is a bit awkward. So I'm hoping Paddy will do a bit of like weird, awkward stuff, and BSD will think, I've got to get him down. That's what I'm hoping. Paddy does some really, really odd striking that looks odd, but it's really like he has a lot of success with it. So I'm hoping that BSD is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, try and get him down. If he does get him down, I think Paddy can submit him. So that's what me, as a friend of Paddy's and a Paddy fan, will be hoping for, that BSD is going to try and get him down and finish him. I think that there's definitely a chance, because Paddy's takedowns are really unorthodox as well. He does a lot of throws, does a lot of stuff from the whizzer, from the underhook position up against the fence where he throws guys. I'm hoping that Paddy somehow is going to get him to the ground and submit him.
BSD, mindset, we've seen him live, both of us.
Yeah.
What do we expect for a big fight like this? Arguably his biggest fight as well, and obviously there's pressure both sides. What are we expecting from him? Yeah,
I think if these guys put on a good fight and a big win, they'll kind of like, I know there's Arman Sarukian like waiting in the wings, but they can always leapfrog him just because he's like, there's a lot of recency bias in MMA. I think that if one of these two gets a big win, then they might be next for a title shot. I think BSD is going to try and come in there and brawl with him. He's going to try and rough him up. He's going to try and punch him. He's going to try and be on top of him and just ground and pound and rough, like make the fight really, really ugly. And hopefully Paddy's learned from his last fight that that's not the fight that he should be in against a guy like BSD. In my opinion, BSD, Justin Gaethje, they're the two best guys in MMA at making it ugly, making it a scrap. So we need to see Paddy use his brain a little bit and not let that happen. Use his technique, use his unorthodox movements, unorthodox strike, unorthodox grappling, and hopefully get on his back, get a submission. Tom's verdict. My verdict for that is going to be Paddy Pimblett, round 2, submission.
Mate, where do we start with this fight?
This is wild, man. This is absolutely wild.
Never did we ever think that McGregor was coming back?
He always threatened coming back, didn't he? But I think that like there's been so many stop-starts with McGregor that
6 years.
Yeah, no one knows where we're up to. But you know what? I watched a couple of his interviews recently. He seems in a really good place. I know it's only an interview, but he does seem in a good place. When McGregor's on form, he's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. He's beat Max Holloway before. Max Holloway, in my opinion, really, really good fighter. One of the best ever. Didn't look great in his last fight. Did not look great against Charles Oliveira at all. He looked like he kind of like was questioning whether he wanted to be there or not at points. But he was fighting a grappler, so when it's all striking, which it probably will be with McGregor, Max Holloway's shown some. Mate, he's striking like his striking IQ is so good. Doesn't get hit much, but then in the first fight, McGregor grappled him. He might grapple him again like that. I know that how many years ago was that? It's probably like 10 years ago, weren't it?
Would you grapple someone though if you've had that amount of time off? Is that probably an easy? Let's just for us fans, how do you sort of look at something like that? You've had 6 years out, your gas tank. When you're coming to a fight? Is there a difference in if he's going full striking, he's going to be knackered after a few rounds, and this is a 5-round fight? Would grappling help him, or grappling's just as exhausting, right?
Grappling's probably more exhausting. It just depends though, because if McGregor's looking for a knockout, that's exhausting as well. So I'm hoping McGregor's going to be like in full flow, looking for that left hand. Mate, when he's on form, like his fight with Eddie Alvarez, in my opinion, was his best performance ever. Mate, absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. How does he look after, 6 years off? That's going to be the interesting factor. But me, like everybody else, I'm excited to see McGregor back in there.
Is Max Holloway the same fighter after that Ilia Topuria fight, though? No, because that seemed to...
Neither of them are the same fighter as they were like 10 years ago. Obviously, they've like been massive gaps. They've also got a lot more miles on the clock and stuff like that. I think that... Yeah, Max is definitely later on in his career. Max, though, mate, Max puts on some unbelievable performances. When we seen him fight Justin Gaethje, it was unreal. That wasn't that long ago. Like, that was a couple of years ago, was it? Last year, was it?
Yeah.
He's absolutely unreal when he's on form. So I just want to see a good fight. I'm excited to see McGregor back. I'm always excited to see Max Holloway fight. I think this is one to get excited about for sure.
And someone who's had a bit of time out of the cage as well, how hard is that coming back into, obviously McGregor's is super extended. Just talk to us through when you've had time off and then coming back in and sort of you're in there and it's hitting you.
Yeah, my career's been very stop-start. Not as much as McGregor's. 6 years off is a long time, but sometimes I felt better. Like I've come back and I felt better, like in a better spot mentally. But sometimes when you're fighting regular, that helps as well. Sometimes it works the other way. It just depends where they're at. But like I say, I heard a couple of McGregor interviews. I was very impressed with what he was talking about and how calm he seemed and how focused he seemed. I know it's just an interview. It doesn't really mean anything, but he's up against an active guy like Max Holloway. But I think the thing is that power doesn't leave. He needs one shot and it can be over. So I'm more favouring towards a McGregor win, to be honest.
I can tell, but how does Holloway win this fight?
Holloway wins by just out-voluming him, being at the right spots at the right time. Very tall, lanky guy, using good footwork, using good timing. His timing is definitely going to be better because he's been fighting way more regular than McGregor. I think that there's definitely a possibility of Max Holloway picking him off and moving, but I would favour more towards McGregor winning, to be honest.
Let's get into the verdicts and you can tell us how.
Tom's verdict.
I think Conor McGregor, round 1 knockout.
How's he doing it?
I think he's going to land the big left bomber on him, I think. That is my UFC 329 prediction. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good card. I'm looking forward to it. If you've not already, remember every Thursday, Tom Aspinall's The Inner Game is out. Big podcast online across all platforms. Make sure you check it out. And thanks for watching. See you next time.